is the switch of allegiance from one of our best sprinters, Favour Ofili. I mean, it was probably something a lot of people saw coming. I mean, we all know the story of how she's been denied opportunities to compete for Nigeria, especially the most recent one in the Paris 2024 Olympics. Her favorite race, the 100 meters, she was denied. She competed in the 200 meters and she finished 6th as well. Now, switch allegiance to Turkey. Now, a lot of people...
Why are you laughing?
A lot of people have come up with an adverse opinion. Like, a lot of people cited her like she's taken enough. But some few persons, why Turkey? Why should a change of nationality be allowed? Stuff like that for an athlete that has competed for another country before and stuff. So you are a Favour Ofili. Are you in her side that she has switched allegiance?
Would I not be an idiot, a madman to sit here and not be on Favour's side? So first off, people don't know. Blessing Okabari is my sister, right? And I've seen the hell that young woman have gone through. That's my blood, right? And I've seen all this thing happen over and over and over and over again. I am deeply in this, and I've seen when the Blessing issue happened in Tokyo. Everybody, even my former colleague in my former place of work, sent her a message to interview her, and she said she wasn't doing an interview. And if you see the nonsense that he wrote, to this very day, I sit in my corner and I look at that my colleague, and I was like, well, you should have made this. If you were bold enough to write it publicly, I'll respect you. But to go to somebody's DM just because they refuse you interview and you say the kind of nasty things you say, just puts you in a very terrible place. And my sister, in her own turn, wanting to like, oh, this is your former colleague. She didn't say anything to me until a very long time when the whole dust have died down. She's got her baby, and when we discussed it. And that girl is a tough woman. She's very tough. She's tougher than I am. The things that will make me scream and talk, she'll be quiet. She'll manage it. Salute, Blessing for that. But what they've done to Ofili, I always ask people. This morning, I was listening. My younger brother Emmanuel, was telling me what Tony Okowa, the AFN president, was saying in the radio there, what they're listening to.
About the
Ofili thing and all that, as she's ungrateful, as she's stubborn, as she's this. And I said to him, I said, if I was a caller on that show, I would call and ask, Tony, bearing all the good things that you people have been doing in AFN, would you allow your daughter or your son to compete for Nigeria in athletics if they have the prowess, the ability, the talent? Would you? That's when you will know whether the thing that they said, the claim that they are doing is really true. So let's go to the Ofili issue. You sabotage her first time. She tried. The second time. See, there is a consistent narrative. I told my sister that, one, there are two fronts of this wall. If I know bully only people who cannot fight back one and who does not have family members to fight out. I have 3 children who are in school. My daughter was being picked on by one boy in her class. And I told her, she's very soft. She cried very quick. I don't know. I told her, aim for this middle. It will not kill him, but it will hurt. Punch him. She said she can't punch. I said, okay, you can slap. Everybody in this world have the ability to slap. And then again, you are the granddaughter of Christiana Ofobruku, my mother, who have a smash as a slap. Serena Williams, same as a slap. There's no way it's not in your DNA, and that's the person you look like. Try it. She tried it twice. They called me to the school, and I told them, you know that this boy is doing this, right? So if you didn't talk to the boy, don't call me again. Unless you want me to withdraw my children, and I'll gladly do. You will lose the money that we pay for it. Long story short, the boy stopped. Sometimes a bully, you have to face a bully head on. Now, if you notice systematically, I've always told you that I study pattern. Every Nigerian athlete that is performing above expectation, that is not towing the company line of being a training material for these American athletes, all these, so-called self-acclaimed superior athletes, all of a sudden, when they are running that race, they are the peak of wanting to beat those American athletes. All of a sudden, there's a drug issue, there's a scandal, there's one thing that happens. But for as long as they are losing, they are coming 7th, 8th, 9th. It is that comment that always comes to my mind. Everybody wants you to succeed until you actually begin to succeed. Then you become a problem to them.
Why is that?
It's a human thing. People want you to be good, but not be better than them. Very few people can come and re-prop you up and be begging you to be better than them. That's why they say that it's your mother and your father. Those are the only two people in this world that want you to be better than them. Nobody else wants you to be better than them. And thanks to G-Mike. G-Mike was the first person that said that thing that I heard. So credit to G-Mike for that word. It's not my word, it's G-Mike's word. But it's the truth. So and again, when you look at it, Mary Yali, almost everybody who was thriving just at the verge of, they take record, they have data. They will if they come and say you take drug, how do you prove that you didn't take drug? The only way you can say accuse somebody of taking drugs and they can stand is when their government, their federation can come out and say, no, this is not possible. We've been doing our own internal testing. Every time these athletes will be testing them. But you can't. Once they say, look, every Nigerian athlete that have been accused of drug or wanting, the first statement that our federation will put out is that person is stubborn, is this, is that. They are not even good enough. Good readers or bad rubbish.
Difficult to deal with and stuff
Again, we have athletes that are not, we have federation leaders that are not advanced in their understanding of the industry that they're operating in. It's not today. It is started. Let me give you a very vintage example. When the hammer came down on Sepp Blatter's FIFA and the US was bullying them to bring them to submission because they didn't get the right to host the World Cup over Qatar. When you saw all the documentary, the videos that went around, think carefully. It is that World Cup hosting right vote that brought Qatar investment to Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain winning the Champions League and playing in the World Club Cup today is as a result of what Michel Platini and Emmanuel Macron negotiated from the Qatar people, right? English people, Man City. Other people got what they got. The guy representing Nigeria, what did he negotiate for? About $50,000 to be put in his pocket. Just think about it for a minute. People were negotiating oil block contracts. People were negotiating nation transforming business to get the votes. The same votes that were given was collected for $50,000. You see how stupid we are. How stupid we are in this part of the world. You know what I'm talking about, right? So every time, in the case of Blessing, an athlete that have ran 15 years for your country, never had any issue with drug. Why would a final race be the one that you're coming with drug? Now, the funny thing is, till today, nobody's come out to say, this is the drug she took. Nobody. She's not banned for drug. Nobody. She's only...
Blessing Okabari.
Yes, she's not banned for drug. People say because she's your sister. No, she's not banned for drug. There's nowhere she was banned for drug. But because she doesn't have a federation and a government that fights for her, that doesn't think she's important, that's why her career ended like that. And many other ones have gone like that. The Ofili girl that we're talking about, how bad can a federation be that an athlete is preparing for a tournament? You see her run 100 meter. You see her participate in your own qualifying race in 100 meter. You see her, you didn't call and like, I will not enter you for the 100 meter. I want you to do this. Again, why take a goalkeeper to go play as a striker? Just because he went to go attack a corner and score the goal? Would you do that? Our best race, our best discipline in the sports is 100 meter. You now decide to put her somewhere else and not list her. And in your defense, your first comment was that they forgot. Then we went back to say she's hard to work with, she's indisciplined. Can't you see the gaslighting? That's what we've always done here. Once you speak up, and Nigerian citizens, forget the administrators, Nigerian citizens are like that now. If you speak up about a player or a coach or somebody, you're like in my position, the first thing they say, you don't go beg her money, not give you. You see what I always tell you guys when I'm training people that I not feel weird. Players just see like I see where Oyenka, I see Kalajaye wear Igalo. I not go fit because as little as that jersey, that could just be the thing that makes people say, now because now be say when they wear Igalo jersey or they wear this person jersey. So what you want to make it talk, right? So you have to defend your integrity with all you've got, and if it means turning down invitation to party, if it means turning down invitation to come to my house, let's groove. Because when the picture go out, the way people will interpret it, you saw the video that was made of Osime, why I go freezers, go eat stash. That guy is interpreting it the way he saw it and giving an example of other people. Is he right in what he said? He's right, but somehow was that necessary? I don't know. That's the point. So when you look at it, Ofili If she's my sister, she's my daughter, she's my friend, I don't advise her and say, not be nah. Tokyo for not happen. Tokyo for not happen. Scarcity is the collateral for value. Anybody you make yourself available to that doesn't value it, be rude enough to exit that sin. It doesn't cost anything. Jesus, the all merciful, nice guy, sent 72 people to go preach. But he also tell them, he also put a caveat in the message. Any city you go where they don't accept you, dust the dust of that city from your sandal. How bad can that be? And leave. So, all the social media platform you have, they have blocking. They have unfriend. Why do you think even technology is following the principle of Jesus? Because what Jesus is literally saying is, anybody who don't accept you, block them, cut them off, not get anything to do with them, not even carry the dust of their city for nobody. So I think that in the case of Ofili, what people don't realize, and I see many people comment, okay, many people are supporting her, but the few people that are commenting, I asked one who said, she's ungrateful. Now that Nigeria wants to benefit from her, she is now going to go and give success to Turkey. Is sports not a job? It's a job that doesn't have a long stretch of lifespan. Meaning, if you're a doctor, you can be a doctor, a surgeon till you are 60, 70. So at 60 or 50 or 50 something, you are not a specialist. Nobody they play football or do sports past 40 years. So, and once you're done, nobody's going to come help you. Everything that people are going to be saying is all the money that you made. And don't forget that you are richer than you really are. As you are now, some people think that you have millions. Not be MPFA commentator. Not be they do gliders. Not be they do this. Everybody thinks that you're richer than you are. You can't even beg people for money anymore. The ones that you will beg and will give you, they will use it for news. Say, you that one. No mind that one. Where they talk, they not get money. See the alert. I mean, send that money that day. So, and then talk of athletes. This is for footballers who talk of athletes who, one, you need to rise to the highest level before you now get a proper sponsor. Then when you get the sponsor, you need to pray that you win. And your whole sport is built on maybe one day. You can lose 5 games on the bounce in the league and still win the league. You can start the World Cup with a loss. Spain did it in 2010 and still go on and win the league and win the World Cup. But in athletics, 1 year failure can deny you 8 years.
Yeah.
So if you don't calculate it right, you are gone. And she has lost 8 years to Nigeria. People, you know that nobody, if that happened, and then the Athletics Federation fired somebody, make an example of someone, and maybe that person that came out and said, not my fault to this one, I'm just a victim. We could also not say the Athletics Federation fired. What did we do to reward them? We re-elected them into office. And then they came out to say she's hard to work with, she's indisciplined, she's this, she's that. Think about it for a minute. If not your sister, would you advise her to continue? I think it's the best thing that she's done. It is Turkey. Turkey is not winning anything, but she will be paid all her money. She will be given all her grant. The Turkish people that saw her and picked her know that there is potential here. They are paying for the potential. If she's able to win them something, they are grateful for it. If she doesn't, they also know that they tried. A girl was doing hammer throw for Nigeria. Nobody get her time. She will pay her money, come here. I saw her at Yabatech. US, the god power in athletics and all these sports.
She won a medal.
Never won the hammer before. They poach her. She won them their first ever hammer throw in the history. Meaning that Nigeria have somebody who have the potential to win us another gold medal if we prepare them well. Sports no get magic. Fasting and prayer. Babalawo Pikin go play football and be like Messi if all the preparations are done well, if all the trainings are done well. Pastor Pikin go fast and pray. If you not prepare well, he go be agbekbo. So fasting and prayer and then they play football. Football is scientific, it's an art, it's systemic. You have to put in preparation, you have to have the science right, the doctors right, the feeding right, and everything. And people are now coming to say she took a grant from Nigeria and then she's now going to Turkey. Wait a minute, she's preparing herself since how many grants? Let's bring the record. I double dare the AFN and anybody to bring the record of the last 10 years. How much grants they don't give her? Compare to her, a colleague in a category in the last 10 years in other countries. How much grant they give to people to compete against her? Then let's see. You want to use 10,000 naira fuel to drive from Lagos to Abuja, where somebody has a fuel tank, and if he still reach Kwara or reach Lokoja, he go fill their tank again. But you want to use 10,000 naira fuel, drive from here to Abuja. Well done, no?
I mean, she's 22 now, Favour Ofili, and the next Olympic is coming up. So there's a waiting period for.
No, she doesn't. That waiting period that they are talking about, she doesn't. She's going to get that special waiver.
Yeah,
she will get it. as at yesterday, we're discussing that, and me, once this thing broke, first off, I know that somebody's going to ask me this question. I go into overdrive, and I spoke to somebody who is in the Ministry of Sports.
Because the AFN, I said they've not received any.
Leave AFN, they don't know anything. They didn't receive anything. AFN, not only their grant that they receive. Leave AFN and the people with there. When you see the people running the AFN, when you see them gather, they talk, you know the shame. I saw them in Ghana. If you see them sit down and they talk, let's not even go there. Those guys running our sports, they are charlatans. Not be this same Nigeria way we get contract with Puma. They carry kits come. We wear afar during competition. If we be serious country, Puma no go sue us. If we be country, we get sense. Where people take serious. People take us serious. You know what I'm saying? They see us like, this one are useless. If you sue them now, you make them popular. Ignore them. Not be say be country where we say one federation they get two presidents sometimes. We'll leave this.
So you're talking about the waiver, so you feel she's
she will
gonna
get it. She will get it. Like she will get it. She will run in the next Olympic for Turkey if she qualifies.
All right. We wish Ofili all the best. I mean, despite the fact that she's switched to Turkey, she's
very happy.
We know she's still Nigerian.
My greatest regret is that my sister did not switch allegiance. She's still loyal to Nigeria.
But I mean, patriotism always, comes to play. But the question is how
patriotism we do win Nigeria bronze medal for Olympic where they insult all the people who play major part. They insult us. One person will not even do anything. Everybody praise them. Patriotism. The same people where they talk so they define visa to take jackpot. The people they tell you say you patriotic now find visa. Doctors will leave Nigeria here, leave sick patients that they are working with and travel without prior announcement. Nurses, everybody will go. It's okay. They are going for greener pasture. Athletes go do them. It become a problem. And what for now? This double standard is good.
You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio.